Hey guys, welcome back to another video on solo leveling rise Black Thunder here. So tomorrow this game is completing like 500 days and we are getting a free legendary rune selector and a transcendent mythic selector. So it's a big deal. Like if we go into the events, I'll show you. Here you'll see like three new events are also coming, like artifact crafting is there, artifact reset is there, and also many stuff is coming. But mainly I want to show you is like you can see here there will be three new events that are coming. Like you can reset the artifacts if you have bad rolls on them, and they are like the perfect pieces, only the rolls were bad. And this is the main thing, like the show star legendary rune skill selector and a transcendent mythic selector. So I'll be telling you both of my accounts and what my decision will be, so it will help you make the better decision. And also no need to hurry, it won't be like salvaged or it has a time limit, so you can save it until you can make the perfect solid decision to what to go for. Now let me show you the runes of my main account, the SJW, because I have most of them legendary or mythic, the main ones, but some of the important ones are missing. Like I'll show you. So I'll show you all the skills. You can see most of them are heroic or legendary. You can see some of them are like all four legendaries at least. Like I calculated, I don't have 14 of them, and some of the main ones are mythic too. So you can see here. And for the QTs to have ton of legendary and mythics, like I got that thunderstorm from the free box, so it was super lucky. And I have mythic dispersion, mythic fire, sonic, magnifying slashes, vacuum wave. So you can see I have mainly the good ones mythic. So I'll tell you all the ranks that according to me are the best one, so you can decide what to go for. And do remember, if you can make them mythic, like synthesize them. So I'll say that save your selector. So for the first skill, what I'll say is this is the most strongest skill in the game. Like no doubt the new piercing thrust is really good, but still this magnifying slashes will help you deal more damage in guild boss, POD and workshop, because the new workshop will be dark. But like I said, if you have enough shards or close to it to synthesizing it, so I'll say save your selector, because you can easily make the mythic one by synthesizing in the skill research. And the next best skill is according to me thunderstorm, because it deals massive damage when you put enemy into the break state, and it is really good for POD and even BOT. Like that hobgoblin leader, you can one shot him with this, like mythic thunderstorm. So this is the second best skill in the game after magnifying slashes. Now comes the third skill, which is really good, and that is vacuum wave, because it increases the break effectiveness and increases the percentage and even increases the damage dealt to the bosses. So it is really good. That's why I made it mythic, because it's like no question about it. It is really good at mythic. Now after these three skills, now the best ongoing skills are these, especially the water and the fire one. So if you have them, like if you don't have them or have them heroic, so you can choose either of them mythic. No need to wait for to get them legendary. You will directly jump from heroic to mythic, and it will be a huge jump, because that water one hits like a truck. It has a high percentage. And you already know about the fire one, like Alan gets one shot if you have that mythic. So these two are really good. And no doubt fire sonic is the highest percentage skill in the game currently. I don't know if water piercing thrust has even higher percentage at mythic, but no doubt fire sonic is a must. If you have fire weapons and the fire setup, you'll deal massive damage in POD and guild boss. And after all these skills come the decimate. So maybe I'll choose like mythic decimate, so I'll just jump from heroic to mythic, and my overall level will increase, which you can see like in the orange plus 10, sorry 11. Like the higher the rarity of all the four runes that you have of a skill, the more overall like level will increase. And after all of those skills, the dagger toss are really good, both fire and light, but I'll suggest fire is really good because of the POD and workshop and guild boss too. And Sunder is a really great skill. It has high percentage, you can see 4000, which will go even higher. So you can deal massive damage in POD because it has a low cooldown. And don't forget these two, like these two are the main ones, the vertical arts, water and fire. Like fire, with fire you can easily one shot mobs in the BOT, and water will help you deal more damage in the POD. So these are really great skills. So to sum up, magnifying slashes, both fire and dark are really great, and piercing thrust, water and fire are really great. And for the QTEs, thunderstorm is really great. Luckily, I got it from a random box, and I can even amplify it because I have enough shards to synthesize it. Then comes the vacuum wave and decimate. These are the best ones. And for vertical arts, the best one is like water and fire and dagger toss. First priority should be fire and then light. These two are really great. And Sunder is there, like I told. So, in my opinion, what I'll do in my main account is go for a mythic decimate with the mythic selector. And for the legendary selector, what I'll do is like it's a dilemma between the vertical arts. I have to get that vertical arts. It's like too long because if I had like decimate and that fire VA legendary, at least I could have done easily 32 33 seconds in Alan BOT. So what I'll maybe do is get a legendary fire VA and then try BOT. Maybe I'll be able to one shot, you never know. And like I said, there is no need to hurry. It won't get salvaged for just 50 gold. It will stay in your inventory until you make a solid decision. It will stay there. And I'm just helping you make a better decision. Like you have to decide what is your main goal, BOT, POD, workshop, whatever the modes are. I told you all the skills and where they are useful, so you have to decide. Now this is my F2P account, and now let me close the 1,000 pop-ups that will appear in my face, and then I can do some shit. So in my F2P account, obviously it is like 130 login, something around that, and you can see like that mythic I got from random box, and mostly are like heroics and some are legendary, which I got luckily. But this is the main star of my account, all four legendary Sonics. So I'm not wasting the mythic selector on these. I'll just eventually synthesize them when I have enough shards. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get the water kick because it is not there, and it will be a massive jump from not having a skill directly to mythic. Like in this account, I didn't had sharp perception, and when devs decided to give a free mythic selector of blessing stone, I chose sharp perception, and it was a massive jump for not having a skill and directly to mythic. And maybe I can get from the legendary selector, I'll get the vacuum wave because it is really good. And currently I'm farming yogurt, so it's like good enough. You can see even my skills are not fully maxed, so it is kind of like slacking because as a new player you need a ton of like advanced mana crystals, otherwise you cannot level up the skills. But what I'm thinking is like my dispersion is heroic and the upcoming workshop is like dark and fire, most probably what the leaks are saying. Like dark is for sure, we know that. So maybe I can get a legendary dispersion skill. It is really good. It is a game changer like between heroic and legendary, because with the current setup I can easily do hard mode yogurt, no need to sweat about it. Main aim is the next workshop in both of my accounts, so maybe I'll go for like legendary dispersion. And since it will be fire, maybe I can get a mythic decimate, you never know. So like I said, you have to choose your main goal like BOT, POD, guild boss, workshop, and then you have to select accordingly. And like I said, if you have enough shards or you are close to making a or synthesizing a mythic stone, so I'll just say save. It's no big deal because we don't get a mythic selector or a legendary selector daily basis. It is super rare, like it is a huge surprise for all of us. So I'll suggest like don't get too excited. Like I was saying, it is mythic and it only does like weak break. And so like I said, maybe I'll get dispersion skill because I don't need piercing thrust. I don't have the fire setup or the water setup like Alan or Winter's Camp, so I don't need these piercing thrust skill. The main aim of this account is workshop, so I'll just go according to that. So hope this guide helps you make a better decision. Like I said, you need to be patient. Don't get super excited. Like I'll get dispersion for sure, like legendary, and for mythic I'll see. Maybe I'll get the decimate one. So hope this guide helps you make a better decision for tomorrow because tomorrow we are getting it. So like I said, don't get super excited. Have patience and see what is your goal and choose accordingly. And I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. And if you're new to the channel, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell. We are very close to 1,000 subs. And I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.